You need a dual-connector USB flash drive for transferring files between your phone and computer, and you're looking at two options that claim identical specs on paper: 128 gigs of storage, 100 megabytes per second transfer speeds, USB-C and USB-A connectors with swivel designs, and similar form factors. Lexar built their reputation on storage reliability with decades of experience in memory products. KEXIN offers the same features at a lower price, claiming compatibility with iPhone 15 and 16 plus all the standard devices. Both promise plug-and-play simplicity. Both advertise 360-degree swivel designs. And you're trying to figure out if Lexar's brand name justifies spending $4 more, or if KEXIN delivers the same performance for less money while adding iPhone compatibility that Lexar doesn't mention. We're comparing the Lexar JumpDrive D40E against the KEXIN USB-C Flash Drive. One of these is the clear winner, and by the end you'll know exactly which drive delivers better value. Transfer performance determines whether you're moving files in minutes or waiting half an hour. Lexar claims up to 100 megabytes per second read speeds on the D40E based on internal testing. In real-world use with large file transfers, users consistently report achieving 80 to 90 megabytes per second for reads, which means a 4 gigabyte movie transfers in about a minute. Write speeds are slower, typically around 30 to 40 megabytes per second, but they remain steady throughout the transfer. The performance is consistent, whether you're moving one large video file or dozens of smaller documents. The D40E maintains similar speeds from start to finish. This predictability matters when you're working against deadlines or need to free up phone storage quickly. KEXIN also claims 100 megabytes per second transfer speeds. User reports tell a different story. Some users confirm achieving fast speeds initially, reporting transfers that match or come close to the advertised rates. Others report significantly slower performance, particularly during sustained transfers or when moving multiple files. The inconsistency is the problem. You can't reliably predict whether your transfer will complete at USB 3.0 speeds or degrade to USB 2.0 performance mid-operation. Some users specifically mention the drive starting fast but then slowing dramatically as it heats up or after transferring several gigabytes. For occasional small file transfers, the KEXIN works adequately. For regular large file movements, the unreliable speeds create frustration. Build quality and design reveal where cost-cutting shows up. The Lexar D40E uses a metal housing with a 360-degree swivel mechanism that rotates smoothly to expose either the USB-C or USB-A connector. The metal construction feels substantial and protects the internal components from impacts when the drive is in your pocket or bag. The swivel mechanism locks into place firmly. There's no wobble or play that suggests it will loosen over time. Lexar rates the drive for temperatures from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius, covering everything from winter car storage to summer backpack heat. The drive weighs 26 grams and measures 70 by 17 by 12 millimeters, making it compact enough for keychains while feeling solid. User reports consistently mention the D40E's premium feel and durability, surviving months of daily use without mechanical failures. KEXIN also uses a 360-degree swivel design, but the construction quality differs. The housing appears to be plastic or lighter metal that doesn't feel as substantial as the Lexar. Some users praise the build quality, while others report the swivel mechanism feeling less secure or the housing seeming more fragile. The drive includes a lanyard loop for attachment to keychains or bags, which is a practical addition the Lexar lacks. However, the lighter construction raises questions about long-term durability under daily wear. Device and operating system compatibility determines whether the drive works when you need it. Lexar markets the D40E as compatible with USB-C smartphones, tablets, laptops, Macs, and traditional USB-A devices. The drive comes formatted in exFAT, which is readable by Windows, Mac, and most Android devices without reformatting. Users report reliable plug-and-play operation across different platforms. Plug it in, wait a moment for device recognition, access your files. The D40E works consistently across Windows PCs, MacBooks, and Android phones. Lexar doesn't advertise iPhone compatibility, and user reports confirm the D40E doesn't work with iPhones even though it has a USB-C connector. KEXIN specifically advertises compatibility with iPhone 15 and 16, noting this applies to USB-C iPhones and iPads only. This is a significant feature for Apple ecosystem users who want to expand iPhone storage or transfer files without using cloud services. However, user reports are mixed. Some confirm the drive works perfectly with their iPhone 15 or 16 for transferring photos and videos. Others report their phone doesn't recognize the drive at all. The inconsistent iPhone compatibility is concerning because it's a primary marketing claim. The KEXIN works reliably with Windows and most Android devices, but the iPhone support appears dependent on specific device configurations or iOS versions. Security features matter if you're storing sensitive information. Lexar includes 256-bit AES encryption software that allows password-protecting files. This is optional software you install on your computer, not hardware encryption, but it provides meaningful protection for confidential documents. The KEXIN doesn't mention any encryption or security features. For most users transferring photos and videos, this isn't critical. For business users or anyone storing work documents, the Lexar provides an additional security layer. Storage capacity is identical. Both drives offer 128 gigabytes of usable space after formatting, sufficient for thousands of photos, hours of video, or large document libraries. Neither drive has an advantage in raw capacity. Ease of use should be straightforward for flash drives, but design choices create differences. The Lexar swivel mechanism is intuitive. Rotate the housing to expose the connector you need. Plug it in. The solid construction provides tactile feedback. The metal body means you can feel which connector is exposed without looking. Everything about the D40E suggests it was designed by people who actually use flash drives daily and understand pain points like lost caps and fragile plastic housings. The KEXIN swivel design functions similarly, and the lanyard loop adds convenience for attaching to keys or bags. However, the lighter construction means less tactile feedback about which connector is exposed. Some users mention difficulty getting the swivel to lock securely into position. For users who value that lanyard attachment point, the KEXIN offers practical portability the Lexar lacks. The KEXIN does have one advantage worth mentioning: the advertised iPhone 15 and 16 compatibility. When it works, this provides functionality the Lexar can't offer. The lanyard loop is also practical for keychain attachment, but the mixed user reports on iPhone recognition and inconsistent transfer speeds make it unreliable. The Lexar's limitation is straightforward. It doesn't work with iPhones despite having USB-C. If iPhone compatibility is essential, the Lexar won't help you. So here's the final call. The Lexar JumpDrive D40E is the winner. At $27 versus $23 for the KEXIN, you're paying $4 more for metal construction, consistent 80 to 90 megabyte per second speeds, reliable Windows, Mac, and Android compatibility, AES encryption, and a 3-year warranty. The Lexar just works every time without surprises. The KEXIN only makes sense if you need iPhone 15 or 16 compatibility and you're willing to risk whether your device will actually recognize it. For everyone else, spend the extra $4 on the Lexar. If you found this comparison helpful, links to both drives are down in the description. And if you want more head-to-head comparisons that show you what actually works, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.